Well, dead skunk in the road. Seeing a lot of skunks here lately. But hello there, YouTube, and good morning. At least it didn't stink. But anyway, I'm on the Spider RTS Special Series this morning. I rode it yesterday and geez, probably did 2 hours worth of vlogging on it. I had to even switch between cameras so I didn't have to stop for batteries, so it's like 2 different views, but I haven't even looked at that stuff. So anyway, I vlogged on the way to work, and then after work I left about 15 minutes early and bombed up north. The end caps for my Screaming Eagle exhaust came in along with the newer Pro Super Tuner cables to hook up to a CAN bus bike showed up as well. So I drove up there and picked those up, and I met an enthusiastic Rob, my salesman, the guy that sold me the Street Glide. Awesome guy, by the way. If you guys you know, are in the Northwest in this area, definitely go see those guys at Northwest Harley-Davidson. What a very smooth and flowing and friendly experience. But that's generally what you find at a Harley dealer anyway. But I'm always attracted to that particular dealer. There's just this very down-to-earth, friendly environment. It's amazing how many customers just come there just to hang out. They're not there to test ride bikes or anything. They just want to hang out. It's just that kind of environment, you know. Ooh. One of the things I filmed yesterday was where they were repainting the lines on the road. So I'm not sure where he's at this morning, but I can see that white line on the right. The fog line is, she's definitely fresh looking. Don't want to be crossing that one this morning. But anyway, Rob it's like, wow, you know, these guys are friendly. He's excited to see me, you know. Well, there's a reason he's friendly enough he's that way anyway, but I mean, it was like, he was unusual. I'm like, hey, Shawn! Yeah, I was like, oh, hey. But he had exciting news for me, and it's very exciting for me, because I love this. So he points over and he goes, she's mine. Yeah, I just bought her. I'll look over, and there's my Road King. So, as I discussed in that one video, that his wife, and to correct myself, he probably told me, and I just got, you know, I talked to so many people about different bikes when I was there. I'm sure I got myself all twisted around. But anyway, his wife's Road King that she had, that she put like 18 or 19,000 miles on, loved it. It was a 98 Road King. And you guys, you probably know, 98 and 2002 are all but identical, with the exception of having the Delphi fuel injection on it. The classic, that is. Now, I didn't know, I didn't ask details whether she had a classic before or just a standard Road King, or if there was 2 different versions of it in 98. I don't know that either. Oh, here's my answer. They are literally spraying it right before me. Well, we're gonna have to change our route up a little bit, and I actually need to stop for gas, because in my rush I stopped in Kalama where I normally do. Oh, come on, you gotta let us go by. I don't need this morning. How long it's going to take him to... Oh, he's going to let us... He's going to let us go by, I guess, huh? Very nice. So I don't don't have to deviate from what I was going to do here. I was going to hit the Texaco right off the freeway up here. Anyway, that's what I seen yesterday. But they were painting yellow lines on not Kangas. What the hell's the name of that road that swings around? Jeez, I drive by it every day, and I ride it probably once a week just for the heck of it. Anyway, they were painting the yellow lines on a little side road off of 505. It's my little, what I call my backyard loop. But anyway, him and his wife are gonna share the bike. She's gonna ride it to work a couple of days a week when he's off, and then you know, while the weather's nice anyway, he's gonna ride it back and forth to work on the days that he works. He's very excited. I think he's more excited about it than she is. He's very pumped about it, and he's convinced this thing has more done to it than just a stage 1 air filter and exhaust. He thinks it's got some cams in it as well. He goes, man, it's got that idle, and he goes, it really performs for a stock 88. He doesn't think it's as stock as what but you know, I have no paperwork on it. I'm just going by what I seen. You know, all I see is the, you know, stage 1 air filter and exhaust on it, and that's all I know of. And I found out in my search for the stock seat and the floorboards for it, I found out that it was actually ordered that way. It was some kind of a solo package or something. Another guy that I'm friends with that works at a Harley dealer, latest, they're south of me in Gladstone, Oregon. He goes, yeah, back then they had that, you know, the packages where you could order it over the internet type of thing. That was when we were first trying all that. It was about the time Honda was doing that thing too, you know, build your bike and on the internet and have it delivered with your color, fenders, and whatever options. Honda will build it to order and send it to the dealer of your choice. So apparently Harley was doing that back then as well. And hell, I think you can do it still, but I think the dealer actually accessorizes it. I don't think Harley and Honda and them do it anymore. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on any of that. I know before you could have the factory build it to your taste, and that's the way it showed up in the crate. But it just wasn't, I don't know. I think, you know, the internet was only, you know, 10 years old at the time, and I think people were too freaked out to, you know, do something at that expense over the internet, or I don't know. I mean, people would probably do it now if they came out with it, and they may, like I say, they may still do it. I just haven't seen any custom. I have not in the last 10 years seen a customer's bike come you know, pre-customized from the factory. So as far as I know, they don't do any of that anymore. Anyway, with that, the guy had no information on anything else. That's all I got from it. You know, and it seemed, you know, I got some decel popping. It just seemed a little lean. And that's an old, you know, that was the first year that Harley went solely. There was an Italian company, I don't even remember the name of them anymore. Harley was dabbling between Delphi and some Italian company. I guess the Italian stuff was a little funky. So anyway, that was the first year that they solely went to Delphi, and the injected was actually an option. I think it was still standard in 02 for them to come carbureted, because a lot of guys go, oh, it's injected? I said, yeah, oh, cool. Anyway, I'm gonna stop for gas here right quick. I'll be right back. We'll see ya. Bye. All Alrighty there, YouTube. Got some good old country boys, truckers coming up. It's a really strong southern accent. Talking about the Spider. That was kind of cool. But anyway, as I was saying, I'm very excited that Rob and his wife ended up with the Road King, and I think it's kind of cool that you know, while the weather holds out, he'll be riding the thing back and forth to work himself. It's kind of his and her bike. So I think that's way cool. So when I go up there, I'll be able to reach up and touch it. My remote is like tripping out. That's twice now that it's bailed out on me. I need to make sure I'm even. There's no way I can see. I have no idea if it's recording. You get under these weird, I think it gets a radio interference or something at different places. There it goes. Because no rhyme or reason, and you know, it's probably picking up something weird at that truck stop or whatever with all their radios, and who knows, I don't know. But it lost its connection when I came to a stop. I went to turn you off with the remote, and the remote was seeking. The remote actually locked up. You have to push and hold the power button until it cancels out. And obviously you're seeing the Spider from a different view. I prefer the hard mic to the Cena, and I just have the Cena set up front. Just turn the 3+ on the side. This is my setup for riding a street glide, because it sees over the windshield. So that windshield on that street glide, you know, it does an amazing job. But every day coming home, there's a headwind from holy hell, and the wind blows over, comes through the corners, and I mean that little pressure relief thing they have up in the fairing there does an amazing job, and it makes a huge difference. However, if you have enough wind, and you know, driving 70-75 going north on I-5 with the headwind, you essentially have 100-mile-an-hour wind hitting you. And there's not many shields that are designed for that, but it's too much wind, and it overpowers the whatever fancy stuff the shield is doing. I've got the little wings, the Harley wings underneath there, like the Ultras have on them. That's an accessory for the street glide. So I put those on and love them. And if you kick those things up at you, like spinning and you guys are old enough to remember spinning an old wing window in your car, so it spun at you. That was like, you know, air conditioning, you know. Well, anyway, that has the same effect, but it takes an additional negative pressure from behind the fairing in the windshield. But that works great with normal or no wind. The headwind, it overpowers it, and you just get some head buffeting. But it's the oddest wind buffeting ever. The windshield is doing its job. I mean, literally, there's no air in my face or my torso, nothing. I mean, it does as advertised. But at that speed, or that wind speed, it overpowers it. And what it's doing, it is creating this wall, but the depth of the wall is not deep enough, and the wind is coming back down and hitting the upper left and upper right of my helmet, and it's like somebody with you know, taking their fist and just batting the top of my helmet at a kind of an annoying frequency. And it's murder. You know, if I tuck in a little bit, it goes away. You know, lean forward. And I can't imagine what it would be for a passenger back there. I haven't driven Kelly in anything like that on it yet before, so I have no idea, but I would think it'd be pretty brutal for a passenger. So there's a ton of options for windshields for that thing. So I was kind of hitting around with a young guy there at the Harley shop of, you know, what is popular, what do people buy the most, what do you hear people saying works really good. And I guess for a street glide, you know, nobody wants a big touring shield on there, so either like the 7-inch Harley shield looks exactly like that one, but it kicks it up 3 inches. And there's he was showing me some stuff through Drag Specialties. There's another company that makes, and they have one that's a 6.5 inch that works really good, but it has a roll in it. And even though I can see clearly over it, if I see that distortion on the road, it'll drive me nuts. It's just like I can't wear, I only need glasses for seeing up close, you know, within a couple of feet. Anything beyond that, I can see sharp as a tack, you know. But so bifocals work for me, but I can't drive, I can't ride with them. They distract me. I have to have a clear view, even though I can read the dash and stuff, but you know, things like my GoPro remote, that car is still sitting there. Like my GoPro remote, I can make it out if I look at it, you know, and concentrate on it. But I like, in the summertime, I like to wear polarized glasses, because they just, well, if you guys ever use polarized glasses, you know what I mean. But the polarization, the film in there that deflects all the light, for whatever reason, makes it even harder to see up close. I can see far away, it's sharp as a tack, but it further distracts me. I gotta have the perfect lighting on it to see it. Any reflections or this kind of, you know, end of day kind of lighting, no, I just can't see. I can tell whether it's recording. I can make out, you know, what the battery has for life. I can see, you know, 3, 2, or 1 bars, but I can't read the numbers. I'll mistake, you know, 2s for 8s and whatever, you know. I get confused on it. 7 looks like a 1. Oh, I've only been talking 11 minutes. Nope, that was 17 minutes. But anyway, the purpose of this story, or this vlog, was really to tell you how excited I am that Rob and his wife are getting the Road King, and I'll be able to see it during the nice days when I drive up there. And I won't ask to ride it or anything, but anyway, it's going to a very happy, enthusiastic, and he said one of the things that, you know, helped further attract him to it was, he goes, I could just tell that, you know, with your enthusiasm over it and you talking about it, that, you know, you've taken great care of it. And he goes, that's a very comforting feeling to know that, you know, because you never know what you're getting when you buy a used bike. And there's nothing wrong with it. Hell, it just broke over the 7,000 mile mark, and that was only because I had to drive it home and back again. I would have traded in with less than 7,000. It was right on the verge, but still. But anyway, it's still, you know, it's sad to see it go, and man, they've got it so clean, and man, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Harley shops have like dedicated employees that detail bikes, you know, and I pride myself on how I clean and detail my bike, but I've never seen anyone else do it to my satisfaction. I mean, that thing was dirty. I got caught in 3 heavy downpours going there, and then I had to ride for a few miles on wet roads that, you know, lightly sprinkled on me, but the roads were wet, and you know how that kicks up crap everywhere. I was really bad. I literally didn't have the time to wash it. And you know, you could say you go out there and give it a quick splash down, but I can't do that. I spray it with water thinking I'm just going to wipe it down, and 4 hours later I'm done. I can't. I'm one of these people that if I wash dishes, I end up detailing the entire kitchen. I can't stop. I'll spend my whole day when all I did was start out to do a few dishes. I just go buck wild. I mean, seriously OCD. You look up OCD in the dictionary and you'll see my mugshot on there. Oh man, I'm horrible. Horrible. And this is where I'm going to let you go. So this is the start of my work day. And if you guys are working today, I hope you have a great day at work. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day all around. And if you go for a ride today, I hope you have a ball and be safe and all that kind of good jazz. And I appreciate you guys watching these movie-length vlogs I seem to not be able to help myself from doing here lately. It's the freeway that gets me. It's boring, and I rattle on like somebody threw a BB in a boxcar. So anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. And once again, thank you very much. We'll see you later now. Take care. Bye-bye.